Hi, everybody. I'm James, and welcome to the James and Grace Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave us a comment if you like. You know? Okay, this one is called Generation X. Generation X. Look, I love being a Generation Xer because I got the best of both worlds. I got the chance to experience life without. You know, experience life without all this technical stuff and you know I got the chance to experience some of the most spectacular technical inventions there is. Yes. Yeah, man. You can't get that nowhere else. You know because like I got a chance to experience the start of video games. The start of video games, the beginning of cell phones and smartphones. Yes, I did the beginning of it. And I got to experience the start of computers and laptops and stuff. Internet and Wi-Fi. I got a chance to experience that, and social media. All that. But I know what it feels like to be without. You know, without. You know, I remember. I know how to. I remember when we had to remember numbers, like phone numbers. You had to remember phone numbers. And you had to remember at least 10 numbers solid. 10 numbers solid. You had to remember 10 numbers. And then man, you had to remember those numbers. That was a must. Because if it's an emergency, you had to be able to call somebody. And you have to get your butt up and change the channel. Okay. You have to change the channel. Okay. Y'all don't know what that's like to have to change the channel manually, you know, to get up and change the channel. And you had to navigate around by yourself without MapQuest, without it, you know. Some of you get lost, Some of you will get lost or something like that. But, and most and foremost, that you got to remember, you had to sit down with the family as a family unit and watch television, you know, as a family unit. And that was special. That was a special part of my life, sitting with the whole family and watching television, you know, not going off by yourself watching television, So, man, it was a good time. It was good times, being a Generation X, and Generation X is from 1965 till 79, 1979. If no, what I think it was 19, yeah, 79. Yep. If you lived between 65 and 79, you a Generation X, okay? All right. Because Grace, I couldn't do this with Grace because Grace wouldn't know nothing what I'm talking about. Maybe she would know, maybe she would know because she's a millennial, you know. She was born in '84, you know. So I don't know, but like sitting there watching television, man, that was a great moment, great moment. It didn't mean nothing at the time, and maybe I wished at the time I was wishing stuff was better. But now that I look at it, if I went back to that again, it wouldn't even bother me. And actually, Grace has been living like we used to live back in the '70s and stuff like that. That's how she used to. That's how she grew up, because she grew up in the Philippines, and you got to look at they came they technology took a long time to catch on out here, you know. So she probably didn't have cell phones like she had. They had cell phones, but they was nowhere near the way they are now. Okay, they didn't have Wi-Fi. They didn't have internet. None of them didn't have. They didn't have laptops and stuff like that. So that she may have. I should have put her in on this. Maybe she could have put her insight in on it. But yes, man, we used to sit. And I remember I watched Roots with my family, and all of us got together and we all sat out there and watched Roots together. We all watched Roots. You can't get family to sit together no more nowadays as a family unit watching a movie because everybody wants to watch something else. Some people want to watch cartoons or something like that, or some people want to watch drama. Some want to watch action and stuff like that. They go at that. Even people, we don't eat together anymore. We used to eat together. We used to get together and eat at the table. Can't do that now. Well, you got some families that do that. That sit as a family and eat. But we don't do that no more. You know, man, we used to get up in the mornings on Saturday mornings and watch cartoons. Come to Smiling Saturday morning. This fall on ABC. Step on up to the sunshine. Step on up to the groove. Yeah, Smiling Saturday mornings. We used to watch cartoons all day. Well, until the evening. Until the evening. But we used to watch them back to back. They corny now. When I think of it, when I try to I tried to look at a cartoon like one of the old cartoons like Bugs Bunny or something like that, and they just corny. So yeah, it's gone now. It's gone, but yep, man, we used to watch cartoons, man, and eat cereal in the morning. I can't even eat cereal no more, because I didn't got lactose intolerant, so I can't mess with cereal, you know, you know, I can't mess with it no more. But that lets me know that I'm getting older. That's just a part of getting older. But I never forget those days. Those days when things were much simpler. Simpler. Maybe it's a little bit too simple. But yep, maybe it was too simple. You know. All right, you guys. I just want to go down memory lane with you guys. Just go down memory lane. But if you can remember that, if you a Generation Xer, or if you I don't think millennials would do it, but if you're a baby boomer or from Generation X, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, because some of the baby boomers they experience the same things that we experience. So if you're a baby boomer, you good. You came up during a wholesome time, a good, clean, and wholesome time. Okay, you came up during good times. But now, you know, it's kind of hard now. But we can hold on to the memories. Okay, we can hold on to the memories. All right, all right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time we drop another video. and share, share, share. Share our videos with everyone. Share them with your family. Share them with your friends. Share them with your loved ones. And even share them with your enemies. Peace. Adios. Salamat.